All right, so let's have a look at the new trailer that was dropped today. Um, it is for patch 15, which is the next patch we're doing this wipe for. And it says it features Partisan, who is the new boss that's being introduced with patch 15. So we'll see if we get a glimpse of him. Um, yeah, I've shut off the sound because it's just mainly music, and I want to be able to talk over it. So let's have a look and see what we see. All right, so we're starting off here with your character who looks like he's concussed or whatever. And there is one of the first elements of patch 15 or something new being introduced. You see a guy being prone and he's got a machine gun by the looks of it with a bipod. So support for bipods is being added to patch 15. So most of the machine guns have bipods. Obviously, they'd need it for recoil reduction. But some of the sniping rifles have bipods, specifically the DVL series, which is kind of the limey green or light green or whatever you want to call them, sniping rifle. And then under the assault rifles, the G36 has a bipod. One or two of the versions do. I think the short version doesn't. It's the long version that does. So specifically, you're supposed to be able to set the bipod up on something. I guess the only pictures I've seen is somebody lying prone, but you're able to supposed to be able to do it on the box. So here we go. We're showing a bit of more underground-ish that's been added. And this is the locker room. So that seems to have a rework. Um, and now we see the first mechanic for the tripwire that's being introduced here. So it looks like you can just take a standard grenade and hook a wire up to it and set it up as a trap. So that should be interesting. In patch 15, there's somebody using a gun, a machine gun. Um, this is the office area, and I'm not sure where this is. I think this is the extended bridge. Here's the Uzi, the new Uzi that's being introduced. Now, the grenade launcher is something that's been there before, so nothing new there. There's the M60, the new machine gun. There's another type of submachine gun there. Not sure what it is. I think there is another one. And here we have the DVL, the sniper rifle with the DVL. So just go back there for a second and stop. Oops. And stop. So you can see the green barrel on it. Looks to be the suppressed version of it. So here, the only examples I've seen is people being prone, but you're supposed to be able to set it up on like a box or something, or set on a rock. And this is shoreline. Now I don't know what this is. I don't think there's any artillery barrages you can call in, but that's what it looked like there. And that was Killa, and very first of it you see that. Oh, where is it here? Oh, I went over it. Anyways, you see Killa and a guy taking him on with the here. This is the Desert Eagle, and I think they're chambering it in 50 cal, but it can do 44 Magnum and stuff like that. So I'm not 100% sure what it's being chambered in. But this is a Desert Eagle. The way Killa went down so quick, I kind of think it's probably 50 cal, but that is one of the pistols being added here. And then that's a bit more of factory, and there was a bit more factory, and now we're outside that I would say is shoreline, and basically that's the end of the video. So that gives you a little bit of taste of the rework for um, factory. I did not see Partisan in there anywhere, or something obvious for Partisan, so I don't know. I don't know. So you don't really need to see this ad. But I don't know what they're talking about seeing Partisan in here because I don't see him. Like we know who the guy with the sledgehead is, who's going to be appearing here shortly, and then I think it's just the normal cultists that can appear on various maps, including Factory. So I don't know where we're supposed to see Partisan, as it hinted in the in the tag for this. But there are some changes. Specifically, I think you can run around the exterior of the building now. So yeah, this is just the cult leader. That's not partisan. So unless there's something different that I know of, so this is just you're gonna get whacked with the sledgy. Boom, done. So there's kind of some of the extension of the up top. So I think the office area on factory is getting lengthened, and then there's a couple of those overhead gantries is supposed to get lengthened a bit, and then the underground of factory. And again, here's just a normal grenade with a tripwire on it. So I have no details on what you need to do to be able to do that. Whether it's a skill that's unlocked or everybody can do it or whatever, I kind of think it's going to be a shit show if you're allowing everybody to put trip grenades, because then they'll just be abusing the hell out of it. So never seen any. Some of this is new, and here's again, as I said, there's the Uzi. But yeah, I don't know where we're supposed to see Partisan, where he's appeared. He's supposed to be around the extracts, and nobody is near the extracts. So there was a guy with a machine gun sort of previously. Maybe that's Partisan. I don't know. I don't know if this is supposed to be him either, but yeah, I like that's Killa. So where's the new boss guy? I haven't seen him. Oh well. Anyways, that's the trailer for the fifth patch 15. So we have to get used to that. Um, so today is day 3 of the events leading up to the pre-wipe. So what we got today was airdrops, almost like normally you maybe are lucky to get one airdrop on a map during your play, but if you stay in now, you might get 2 or 3 airdrops. 100% boss spawning on any map. So that's the other event that was turned on. And somebody told me, but I have not been able to find anybody showing it, or I've not experienced it myself, but they're saying that the SCAV loot is better now. Like the guns are better. Usually they're pretty shitty guns you get off a SCAV. Well, now they're kind of equivalent to um, if you play the PvE version of the game, the PMC bosses have decent guns, so I'm not sure if they've weaved that into the game. But anyways, these events are only for PvP version of the game. They will not work on PvE because there's no wipe coming in PvE. So yeah. But as I'd said in some of my other videos, the fact that they're releasing one event after the other, only a day apart, is a big sign to me that the wipe is coming. And then today they put this up and they're talking about drops being enabled. I'll have to look into that, but that's going to start from August 23rd to August 28th. So if you check into some Twitch streamers streaming the game, then you potentially can get some prizes because of it, or you get a something, a chest, and you claim it, and there's various stuff in it. A lot of times it's garbage, but there's certain levels. There's common, uh, legendary, or something else. But yeah, it's hit and miss whether it's worthwhile. What I do is I got a laptop, so I just set it on a little table here. I work from home, so I have a home office. So I just take my laptop and I stick it in the corner of the room on a table and fire it up and pick one of the streamers that is going to have drops, and then I just leave the laptop running in the background and I mute the sound on the tab of the browser, not in Twitch, because sometimes if you mute Twitch, they don't like it, but if you mute the browser that you're watching Twitch in, they can't do anything about it. They don't know that you've muted it. So the important part, and you might not be able to see it on the screen too well, but right here, the event will start, and they're referring to drops after the release of patch 15, which is makes sense. There's no point giving you drops before it. They give you something, you get it, you're happy, and then oh, wipe, gone. So they're going to do it after. So it is a way of getting a little extra equipment for your character. If you do that, I would recommend if you have the ability and you're not playing the game yourself, although you should be if it's a wipe. But if not, then as long as your account is connected to Twitch, then you will you will get rewards for watching streamers. Now, it doesn't say here, but somebody was saying that it's only for certain streamers. So not everybody would get it. I don't know if I'll get the ability to give Twitch drops or not. I don't know how to do that, but I can figure it out. But anyways, but back to this important thing here, which is the event will start after the release of patch 15 from Tarkov on August 20th, which will also feature a wipe. So there we have finally confirmation that the wipe is going to be August 20th, which is next Tuesday, which is one day. This is Wednesday when I'm recording this, one day under a week. So, what I would envision for the rest of the week, today is Wednesday, we had these three events. I'm thinking tomorrow we'll have something else. I don't know what. And then potentially Friday will be when they kill the economy in the game by dropping prices to only a couple of rubles for guns or ammo or something else. And when they do that, I'd stop playing the game, to be honest, because it just everybody can now be Chad because they can buy the best armor plates, the best guns, the best ammo available. The only thing they can't buy is stuff they don't have access to from the traders. And then because the prices have gone to shit, anything you sell, you're getting the same $1 to $1, $2, or $1, 1 ruble, 2 ruble cheap prices, and that immediately kills the price on the flea market because people are going out and getting items and taking them and selling them, and the price they have to, because of the tax that hits you when you sell something on the flea, that you'll see the prices just tumble on the flea market. So you'll be able to get something that's 200,000 rubles today. It'll be again down to one or two. It takes a while, but it does clean the economy. So that's usually the thing that they do last before the wipe, is kill the economy, and then they let it run for a few days. So I'm kind of thinking that they'll do that on Friday. They might do it on Thursday and then just let it run. But you'll have the weekend with whatever event occurs on Friday, because they don't want to have to work this weekend, because once they go to the patch 15, they'll probably end up having to work a lot to fix all their bugs and screw ups and everything else. But yeah, so Friday would be the last day that they do events, and whatever the events, whatever the event they put out on Friday, maybe the event they put out on Thursday, they'll let it run the weekend. Back on Monday, they'll let it run Monday, and then on Tuesday, you get the wipe. So like Monday night at 2 a.m. Eastern time, because it's some god awful time in Russia. They'll do the wipe. So Tuesday morning when you log in, it will be ready for you to deploy. So I've before took a day off when I knew there was a patch. I'm not doing it this time. Why? Because everything's screwed up. Everybody wants to play. So they'll tell you that, okay, it's going to take us 6 hours to deploy the patch 15. So they do it at 2 a.m. That should say like around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. it should be ready. I haven't seen them do a patch yet that they haven't screwed something up. So that 6 hours for the patch that they'll claim on Twitter or X will more likely be 8 to 10. And then if you do manage to be able to download it, so you'll sit there trying to download it, you won't be able to download it. It'll keep coming back and saying your account's error message, whatever. So it's hard to get the download because so many people want it. Like the entire community will be trying to access it as soon as possible. The only advantage we have here in North America is the people in Europe will have access to the game earlier. Like I'm not, not going to be getting up at some god awful time in North America to play it, but so you'll get the people in Europe will be able to at least get their download out of the way, but then they're probably using European servers. So North America, it'll be all the people who play in North America trying to get the game at the same time. That never goes well. It often takes multiple times to get the game and it crashes and everything else. But finally, when you get the game running, then you'll get it set up and you'll start going into the raids and you'll find it takes you 15 to 20 minutes to get into a raid because everybody wants to play and they're not ready for it at BSG. So to me, if you were thinking of taking the day off to play, forget it. If you're going to do anything, take the afternoon off. They might have it fixed, but I figure on the day of the wipe after work at 5 o'clock, I log in. Most of the stuff is going to be fixed, or most of the people will die down, and I'll at least be able to get the game itself to download it and install it. I still probably will get long time periods to get into a raid, and factory will be horrible because people want to be checking it out. SCAV raids typically their time to spawn in the first few days of wipe, or first day of wipe at least, is horrible. So you almost have to forget about playing SCAV raids. But yeah. So that's my point. Is if you thought you were going to take a day off to get ready and go in and play the game, don't. You're only going to waste your vacation day because invariably Battle State has all kinds of problems getting in, and even if you get in and get the client and update the game and get through the 12 attempts it'll take you to install the game, or 12 attempts it takes you to download it, then the raid times to get into the raids, rather than worst case now of 9 minutes, it'll be worst case then after the patch will be 20 minutes. So yeah, to me it's better to wait for the evening to do it. But it is nice to see this August 20th date. um, I saw a nice guy, he does Tarkov content, and he was saying, well, I have this feeling that's going to come sooner, blah blah blah. And it's like, no, why would they do that? Why would they do it sooner? Sorry, nice guy, if that's the right name for his channel. You got a lot of good materials. I usually check him out. He is somebody interesting to watch, but there's no need for them to come early, or release it early, like tomorrow. I could be wrong, but I don't see any reason to do it. They've never done that before unless they find something bad happens, a bug. And why would you release it early if there's some kind of weird bug? You'd want to wait. But no, I don't think they're going to do it early. I think they said 20th, and they've had recent problems with the community from, um, saying stuff that pissed off the community. So why would you change it? There's no need to change it. It should be the 20th. So, all right. So, anyways, if you want to watch the trailer, then you can just pull up your game launcher, and that's here, and you can just click on it. And then this box here talks about the event, which I'll need to find out a little bit more um, to see if I classify for it. So time slots, all Twitch drops. Participants have 2 time slots available for selection. When a user clicks on the window, it will become highlighted at the same time the other window. So this is something about getting it. In-game events. Rating season will be launched alongside the campaign, the following rating categories. So they're doing a bit of, making it sort of a tournament for everything. And then streamer marathon. Each day of the campaign, certain tasks will be available for the streamers who have drops in the escape from counter category, depending on whether the streamers complete the tasks or not. The quality of variable drops will change. So putting pressure on the streamers to complete tasks so that they're people watching them will get better or different drops. So, oh, great, just what you need. Mm. So drops earned by users have active copy of the game. You can buy it here. Enable drops Twitch account of the game. You can do that here. So that's just linking your Twitch account to this game, which there's nothing, I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that. So during the campaign, at certain intervals, you will guaranteed to receive an unlockable container, which are categorized by the rarity of the contents: common, rare, and legendary. You can watch one or more broadcasts, but viewing time for rewards will count in those broadcasts that are participating in the event. And create a profile on Twitch TV, because you'll need that to be able to get the drops. Twitch drops summer campaign for Escape from Tarkov Arena will run during a little bit, well, actually 28th to 31st, so after it. So if you watch somebody playing Arena, you can get some drops. But yeah, so there's drops there. You know, I've got them before, and it's all good. You're given free stuff, but I've never seen much that's really been great in any of the unlockable containers. You know, what you do is, like I said, you pull up a Twitch account of somebody who's streaming the game and has drops enabled, and then there's a timer that starts, and you get one of these containers based on how long you've been watching. So an hour you might get a common, 2 hours you might get a rare, and 4 hours you might get legendary. But the way they've had it before is like common, 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 rare, and legendary. So you almost have to watch for 8 hours straight to be able to get legendary. And I rarely can get legendary. So yeah, whatever. Anyways, let's launch the game here while I continue to talk. So the final point I would bring up in this is, are you going to continue to play the game up until the wipe on Tuesday? To be honest, you know, there's a little bit of interest to play it the way it is now with the 100% boss and the airdrops, but really, for me, as soon as they put the flea market, they kill the flea market and put all the valuables on the flea market. They drop the price down to virtually nothing. I stopped playing, and I'll stop playing until Tuesday when the update occurs. And why I stopped playing is basically because when the price of everything is down to virtually nothing, then everybody can run the best gear, and it's, if you're playing PvP, you're going up against Chads all the time. All the time, so it's not particularly oh, I don't know if I got anything there, but it's not particularly fun to uh, to constantly get killed. So I'm I'm just not that interested in continually again and again going in and getting slaughtered by players, because everybody can run with the same stuff. Really, it's the way to, for lack of a better way of putting it, that's what happens. So yes, once they do that final thing, and what I'm referring to is that's the flea market. So the flea market is still restricted, as you can see, to stuff. Well, here, add an offer. Okay. Oops, I'm in the PvE version. That's why I can still sell stuff on the flea. Duh. But yeah, the fun goes out of the game for me, because what they'll do is, all of these good stuff from, like right now, M62 Tracer is $6 a round. It'll drop down to $1 a round. So that means everybody can run M62 Tracers, and the mags for the MDR that's capable of running they're $46 now. They'll drop down to $1, so everybody can buy lots of mags. And The night vision pricing will be like $1 or $2. So everybody, if you go in at night, will be able to run night vision. Oh, goody. And then all the guns. So this M4 685 will be like $20. So you're going to be able to buy all the guns here, all the ammunition. Maybe more important than a ragman, people will be able to buy, I guess these are only trade items, but they'll be able to buy all the plates. They'll be able to buy this, like 203 or 205,000. It'll be down to like 4,000 or something like that. So everybody will be running around with class 5 armor. There's no reason not to be running class 5 armor, to be honest with you, but everybody will be running class 5 armor. Everybody will be running everything that top of the range, so you're going to die a huge amount. And it's not, I don't know, it's not necessarily that fun for me to go in and constantly die to people, especially if I don't think they're worthy of killing me, kind of thing. That's not really the right way to put it, but yeah, if I'm not going to have fun, then why bother doing it? So basically what I'll be doing is I'll be probably only playing up to Friday, and after that I won't be playing at all, or I'll continue playing PvE. So my thought would be, uh, tonight I'll maybe jump into PvP and check out the 100% boss raids and the airdrop things. Do that for a while, and then as soon as they put the pricing in the flea market down to virtually nothing, then I'll stop playing PvP and go back to PvE because there's no wipe, so I can continue to try to progress my character and do it that way. So you have to ask yourself, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to play, or are you going to take a bit of a break and recharge the batteries and get ready to experience the new patch? I'll leave that up to you. Okay. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, and I will see you. I don't know. I'll maybe do a video tomorrow on whatever tomorrow's event is. But like I said, I'm getting to the point where I'm not going to play any more PvE because it's almost not particularly worth it. And they're not doing anything in the game that is making it worthwhile to me. The only exception might be that I just had a thought. Now they've just had it, so I don't know if they would repeat it, but I was thinking that I would, if they did free access to the labs, I might do that because labs, again, I use these times just before the wipe to check out maps that I don't normally go on. I don't normally go on the lab, so this would be, if it was free, I would potentially go, I might as well check this thing out. And I would go and maybe do some raids on the lab. Okay. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in patch 15.